So today my client wants a mid taper. We're gonna start with the foreguard to debulk and take some of that excess weight from the back and the sides with the clipper over comb, which is the method I prefer. I already have a idea of where I want to get it to. It will get to a point where it might have a little bit of hangover, but normally with clip over comb or shear work, we can debulk and connect the sides to the back once once the process is taken care of. And now we debulk the back and the sides. Now that that's done, we use our trimmer and we line up for the mid taper. I like to go by the lower length of the ear, start in the middle and work my way to the sides. As long as the line is straight and crispy, you're good. Some barbers like to do an arch, which is fine, but I prefer just straight across. And don't forget to always clean your client. Clean canvas gives you a better result. And now we set the guideline on the sides for the mid taper. Here I will go ahead and open up the lever, no guard, and begin my first guideline. I like to go about a finger's length. Some people like less or more, but it's all about what's comfortable to you as long as the client is satisfied with the cut. And next I will close the lever 3/4 of the way, and with my 0.5 guard I will begin to blend and create my next guideline. And here I will brush off and open the lever all the way with my 0.5 and continue my blending. As I go up, I begin to feather out more, so that means pulling back and using the guard in a way so that you can blend it and give it a smokier look. Now we'll keep the lever open for the next ones, which was the one guard, and repeat the same process. And now again, keep the lever open and go with the 1.5. This is probably one of my favorite guards because it can help with the lower numbers and it can also help with the higher numbers, depending on how you use it, whether you have the lever closed, open, half, whatever your choice is. I've come to notice that I can look at something and know, the hair, and know what guard I need to use to blend or cut that section. And here again we will go with the lever open and the number 2 guard, and again repeat the process. I let my eyes, my ears, and just the feel of it let me know where I need to be, to flick and blend it as best as possible for the client's hair. And now we will go with the 3 guard. Again, lever fully open. Now here we're heading into numbers that I don't think a lot of people use, but I will show you the numbers I use to clean and blend. So no guard and lever 3/4 closed. I like to barely erase the first line. Some barbers start higher and then work their way down, which is fine. It's a good technique as well. But for some reason, I like to work my way up. Now I'll open the lever all the way and we'll continue the same process and move up to it a little bit more. The one thing that I do like to do is I like to use the 0.5 lever fully closed, which is technically no guard, lever open, but the teeth on it, I feel like it helps me do a smoother blend and a smoother transition on the flick of my wrist. And I don't know, I just feel like it angles me a lot better, so I can get this section smoothened out way better. Now I'll open the lever and continue the same process up and connect it to the layers on the top. Now that the back and the sides are done, we will focus on the hangover right here and on both sides and work with the shears to connect it. However, you have to make sure that you get the hair wet. If somebody chooses not to cut it with the hair wet, that's their choice, but it does not allow for a better handling of the hair. And now that the hair is saturated, we will take the comb and the shears, do a separation so that you have a better guideline on how you want to cut the hair. I pull the first strand, get at the right angle, and connect from the bottom to the top. Bring it down, and you see that it lays a lot smoother, and I repeat the process all around the crown of the head. Here I will bring him down so that I can begin the process of doing the separation guideline on the top of the head and slowly working from the middle section to each side and connecting the top to the sides. Now I will take the first section and cut it to the length that is desired for this haircut. I will use my first cut to connect the rest in the middle to the front. That way it is my guideline to make sure that the hair is cut as even as possible. Now that the first section is done, I will do the separation on the sides and connect the middle section to the rest of the hair on the right side. And I will work my way gradually towards the front. And now that everything else is done, I will make sure to dry the hair properly so that I can do the final touches and connections. Then this way, once it's dry and more at a natural state, you are able to see maybe any imperfections or where you might need to cut a little bit more. But for the most part, if you follow the process right, everything connects well. And this is the design that he asked for, so here we go. Here I will begin to line him up all around, which is what some people call his C-cup, down to the back of his neck, and I will slowly move to the design that he is asking for. Now, I am very firm in only getting the edges of the hair so you have more of a natural hairline. I feel like it looks crispier and cleaner. Sometimes people like to push those lines in, but for me, I prefer just following the natural lines of the hair. This way, you don't have to rely so much on enhancements. I'm not big on the enhancements. I do carry them at the shop, but will only use them if the client asks. And also, it looks way cleaner in my eyes when you do it this way. Now let's repeat on the other side, and now we get to the design. I have laid out the sketch of the design, and with the faded culture double-sided blades, here we go. I love doing the straight razor because it's something that gets a lot of other people nervous, but again, it's what's gonna make it look cleaner. Now we put the blade into the handle of the knife, and now we proceed to use the shaving gel. I suggest always using it. It is easier on the skin, it helps, so it lubricates and it prevents a lot of the pull that sometimes people get. Now that the design is done, clipper over comb, and make sure we get anything that we feel needs a better connection, or just sometimes a couple hairs do tend to, get by, but with a keen eye, you can always clean it up. Don't forget to always clean and disinfect the client's skin, especially after using the razor. Even with the clipper and liner, you should always make sure to do this. Helps the skin stay healthy, the hair follicles grow back better. Here I will show you the products that I use to style the hair, about how much I like to use depending on the top and the sides. Again, we have to bring him down to make sure that you can see exactly where you're laying it. I always like to start from the front to the back and make sure that I get it as close as I can to the root, because a lot of times what we tend to do is just put it on the surface and it really doesn't do its job. And now we will dry it and start giving it a little bit of texture. That is why I like that paste. It helps give the nice fine points and separations. I do like to use the paste first, and once I have the hair dry and a little bit styled, that's when I will add the texturizing powder, and then work the process with a special comb for that. If you know me, you know that I'm a big fan of Faded Culture products, so shout outs to Faded Culture. Thank you for always providing some of the best quality in products that you have to offer, and the tutorials too, because you guys are beasts at what you do. Remember to always pull the hair back and make sure that your product gets to the skin, because a lot of times once you ruffle it, and if you've only put it on the surface, guess what? A big percentage of your powder will go up in the air instead of being connected to your hair and doing its job. Now, here's the comb that I was talking about. And I like to go side to side with the tip going forward at first. And you will notice that I will transition the angle so that the tip and the points are actually facing back as I do the side to side again. It tends to give it a better texture in my mind. And here's the finish. Let me know what you think. Comment below. If you try the steps that I use and they work for you, that's what we're here for, to educate.
Yeah, I will.
Hope you like it.